Talk about bro
dark web.
science.
Yeah, exactly. But
That one is full of bro science.
right.
When people teach it and
Yeah.
talk about it online, it's like all bro science.
You know, you can only drink water versus you can drink coffee, you can drink, milk in it. You can,
what
as long as it doesn't
technically
go over 50 calories,
what is technically
right.
breaking your fast?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it fats? Is it protein? Is it
right? And
because if it's protein, what if I eat a head of lettuce? Did I just break my fast? I mean, it's not protein.
exactly, but it's something that went through my
Yeah,
body.
I know.
So
Everyone has a different.
so thinking about what I was thought I was going to try to do a couple of years ago, and the mobility aspect, and then thinking about like I I fucking lost 20 pounds in the past year
Right.
by trying to do, not every right thing, but
Yeah.
I told you whenever I travel,
You're working hard.
That's the worst time for me.
But you fix that.
Yeah. And I made sure that I was in London this year. I went running every other day. And I was, there for 10 days.
It's
and
cool
so
to-
I got a lot of running.
But it's cool to do something like that in a different city too.
True. But so am I somebody then that has influence to give advice about here's how I lost 20 pounds by doing these things or not?
Yeah.
I mean, if I wanted to put that story on Instagram, am I allowed to do that?
Of course you are.
Right. But
well, that's the thing, right? Like you were talking about Google, and they're giving you weight because you have a certificate. But what do you call a number one doctor? The one that graduates first in their class. And what do you call the one that graduates last in their class?
Doctor.
I mean,
yeah,
that's that age-old joke. But I mean, just because you have a certification in, fitness or nutrition or whatever, it doesn't mean you should still be the influencer. I mean, it doesn't mean doesn't necessarily, you probably know more than the average person, but there's a whole spectrum here.
Yeah. And I'd also say when it comes to nutrition and working out and things like that, like I'm not going to say that I know as much as a doctor, but there are plenty of doctors that I'm a lot more fit than. And
so there you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Should you take nutrition advice from your doctor who's overweight?
Right. Exactly.
It's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think I think the point is you need to take it all with a giant grain of salt.
Right.
And
make sure that it's pink Himalayan
or many grains of salt. Yes. Yeah. Make sure you put it in your drink every morning after your 12-hour fast. It's interesting. Yeah, because I know a lot of people that have CrossFit certifications, fitness weightlifting, and they're not really good at communicating the things that they've studied. And I know people that have coached without any certs of any kind, but they've coached for like 10 years and they're really good. Like they really know, and they've learned from, helping people and making mistakes, but correcting them and helping people and actually making a difference in people's lives. That's the influencer. Yeah. Or that's where I would rather get my information from. But how do you find that? How do you find those people?
How do you wade through the bullshit?
How do you wade through the bullshit? Which is a terrible segue into this next section.